Does anyone think he's going to win a trophy this year?
No.
Yeah.
Hard to tell as of now.
Yeah, I think he will.
I think he has to. If he doesn't,
You think he will? You think he will, though, yeah?
Yeah,
I think he's got a good chance. I always look at it as if, are we favourite for any? Right now, I'd say no. If you were to look at betting odds or whatever you look at.
Man said Emirates Cup.
Huh?
Yeah.
Would say?
Emirates Cup.
The guy said Emirates Cup.
If you were to look at Champions League, it's probably PSG. If you were to look at Premier, it's probably Liverpool. Maybe we're second, maybe City is second. FA Cup, we're playing against the same team, so we're probably not favourite for either. The only way we're not going to be favourite, even if we sign Eze and Rodrigo, I still don't think we're going to be favourite. So, look, DJ, I get your point, but this is the Premier League, man. You always got rivals that are breathing down your necks. They're either ahead of you. We won the Premier League 3 times. Even all those 3 seasons, Man United could have won it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I accept that, Christian. But what I'm trying to make is for how long he's been at the football club and for the team he's built, they're his signings, they're his players, and the money he's spent. We should be in a position where what you've just said about Liverpool, we should be in that position. For how long he's been here, we should be favourites now to win the Premiership. And here we are talking 6 years down the line, all that money spent saying, oh, I don't think we'll win that. Oh, can we win the Premiership? No, I don't think we can.
I see your point. I see your point. And as a one-manager job, I understand your point. But there are 4 teams that have spent more money than us in the past 6 years.
That's irrelevant. How much have Liverpool spent? Because they ain't outspent us.
But they already had world-class players in a lot of positions. They had Trent, probably one of the best right-backs.
No.
But also, Christian, that doesn't stop Arsenal from winning a trophy, as in
facts.
We could have won a league. We could have won a League Cup. We could have won an FA Cup. I think there would be actually less pressure on this manager to go and deliver if we'd have been winning trophies along the way. And this is the problem, because we haven't won a trophy along the way.
But we had a chance of signing McAllister.
I know that, mate. I know that, trust me.
We had a chance of signing McAllister and we didn't go in for him. We had a chance of signing Isak and we give Eddie Nketiah another contract, £100,000 and a 14 shirt. So we can't keep making excuses that teams have got world-class players when we had the chance to buy these players under this manager. Why?
And these world-class players, was McAllister considered world-class at Brighton? He weren't, was he? He is now, though, isn't he?
He is now.
Why? Because the coaches that he's had at club level and the international level have helped him progress his game. Yeah, the same with Isak under Eddie Howe. Isak wasn't considered world-class. I think McAllister's their best player, do you? Yeah? Right? But that's from, I think he's easily their best player. He's unreal. But if you look at Isak, nobody was saying Isak was world class when he scored 7 league goals in Sociedad. Yeah, nobody was saying that Virgil van Dijk was world class when he was at Celtic. Yeah, we went and brought, by the way, Gabriel Paulista, I think it was. Yeah, and they brought him. Yeah, and Paulista, where is he now? Is he even alive? Was he playing? What's he doing?
We even gave Nelson a 4-year deal. I mean, come on.
Well, when they signed Robertson from Hull City, nobody considered him world class. But by the end of his Liverpool career, he's going to go down as one of their best ever players.
Yeah, but we're changing that now. That's the reason why we're buying players like Gyökeres and Declan Rice.
Yeah, but we're doing it 6 years, 10 years, 12, 15, 20 years too late, bro. Because the thing is, we used to be able to get the players to get better. What players have got better under this manager? Like that you could say, yo, there's a considerable difference from when you came in to where you are now. Gabriel, I'd go with, yeah.
Saliba
was there, but he's gone to world-class levels.
Who?
Yeah, but that was. I mean, he was always going. He was already that before the manager.
Yeah, but he's still developed under the manager. He's still developed under the manager.
Saka was a better footballer before this manager. Now he's robotic.
Nah, I mean
that's not true, man. Come
on. No, it is. Go and watch the Liverpool 5-5 at Anfield and watch how we played football under Unai right at the death when everyone wanted him out. Yeah, and go and have a look how Saka and Martinelli played in that game. The 5-5 at Anfield. Go and have a look at the way they played.
Not only that, the best example I can give you for a player that's developed under a manager is Joe Linton under Eddie Howe.
Facts.
As Arteta, in comparison, turned one of our players into our sort of Joe Linton.
Gabriel.
No, I'm talking about in the attacking third. Gabriel. He's improved Gabriel, but I mean, at the end of the day, look what Eddie Howe's done to Joe Linton. Look at Tonali. Look at Bruno. They've got one of the best midfields in the
Tonali
Premier
was
League.
£100 million player. Like that
Who?
expectation.
He weren't. He was 70 million euro. Or
Okay,
70 million pounds.
Was he 70 million? I thought it was 100.
No,
I
no,
might be
70
wrong.
million.
70
Well,
million.
what I'm trying
70
to,
million
what
is
I'm
a lot
trying
of
to
money.
say
You're
is-
expecting a high caliber of a player, right? Like who's already pretty much ready made for 70 million.
So where's the cutoff then? How low would you have to go for it not to be a ready-made player then? What's the cutoff fee?
What do you mean? In terms of price?
Because you
I
say
don't think
70
it's
million price is like guaranteed they've got to come in and they've got to deliver.
No, it's not
and
guaranteed. The expectation is, I think we expect if we're signing a player for 70 million, like we did with Pepe, we were expecting him to come in and hit the ground running, not having to adjust much.
And Pepe was our top goal scorer one season, by the way. Madueke's never going to do that.
That's not hard. That's not hard. That wasn't really hard to do, right?
Well, it was because the season before, and I think the season before, Aubameyang shared the golden boot.
So the season,
and then the
after,
season we got to the Europa League final. Yeah, I don't do this whole GA thing, but the GA for Lacazette and Aubameyang was 72 GA that season. Yeah, and let's not forget Pepe was part of the FA Cup winning team.
And
he's better than Madueke. He actually started and he was superb in the semi and the final, by the way.
And
he's better than Madueke.
We're saying
and look at the love that everyone's going to give to Madueke once he scores his first goal. Right, they're all going to lord him up. Oh, non-Aldinho. Yeah, I beg we give him the 14 just for banter.
No, please stop.
Right, but at the same time, watch how he doesn't get vilified, and he shouldn't. It's not his fault he signed. Well, it is. He signed the paperwork, but it's not his fault that we went in for him. But look at the scrutiny and the criticism that Nicolas Pepe got at this football club. Yeah, Noni Madueke is going to be nowhere near that level with this fan base. Why? Because it's Mikel Arteta signing, and this fan base are infatuated with him. Yeah.
That's an interesting comparison as well, Lee Pepe, because everything that Arteta hated about Pepe, he's just bought in Madueke. I don't get it.
And Pepe's miles better than him, by the way. Pepe's also in the Champions League this season with Villarreal, and he's coming back to the Emirates Cup this summer.
But you know what I mean, Lee? Like the attributes are exactly the same. Like Pepe's better, but
without the output, because Pepe had a better output.
I mean, so Pepe used to I used to be all right with Pepe. People used to hate Pepe, but Pepe used to actually create and actually make stuff for us.
I didn't like him.
I hated him, but is he going to like Madueke then? I mean, I don't get it. But Kenny, do you think we're winning a trophy this year, bruv?
Thing is, the only trophies that Arteta is going to concentrate on are the Champions League because we got close because we got to semi-final last year in the league, and I can think of two better teams than us in the league, Man City and Liverpool, because everyone's right. Man City, defensively, you saw evidence of their kamikaze-ness in the World Club Championships, but from January onwards, they've rebuilt this team. They've bought players, and who knows if those players haven't developed, then they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. If they still got Haaland, he wasn't his best season. He scored 21 goals. They didn't even have a great season. They got to a cup final, so you can't run that. And Liverpool, we've already gone through Liverpool already. So there's two teams that are better than us. So I don't see us winning the league. And then the Champions League, those two teams are going to be in the Champions League. And then whether we like it or not, and they're the most irritating team in London. I hate them with a passion. Not as much as I hate Spurs. I really hate Spurs. But that team, Chelsea, I don't know what sort of sorcery they have when they play in major European Cup finals and win major European competitions. They just find a way to get there and then win it. And that's one of the reasons. Even though they haven't got the experience, I'm keeping one eye on them in the Champions League and one eye on them in the league. But saying that, we are better than Chelsea. And I know Christian going, look at that. What's he mean about Chelsea?
No. The sorcery you're talking about is spending 1.3 billion in 3 years.
No, Christian, it's not about sorcery.
Now add up the fucking 600 they got back, 600 million they sold players for.
It's about
they do win though. They do win a lot.
Come on, they still well. Of course they do.
Yeah, but come on, man.
So they just sold somebody called Humphreys to Burnley for 14 million. He's never kicked a ball for him. We've just let Geezer go to Sociedad for nothing.
Team in the league. They got the youngest team in the league, innit? So they do.
Christian, come on. That PSG team would smash Real Madrid to pieces and went easy on them. They got out of traps. That young team with any experience and went for them. Who's the superstars of that team? Apart from Cole Palmer.
I'm not taking anything away. I think I said they win.
I think the thing.
Yeah, you did.
I think the thing with Arsenal as well. I don't think Arsenal I don't think Arsenal are going to go hell and leather in the FA Cup because they never do. They always go out the third round, and the League Cup depends on the injury situation. But I look at Arsenal, and even if we do get the squads, I still fit them behind the best teams in Europe and the best team in the Premiership. So, my heart would love us to win, a trophy. But my head's saying no, because I do think that the manager's only going to concentrate on two competitions, which is the league and FA Cup. Let's get it right. We're the third biggest club in the country. We should do, but we shouldn't neglect the FA Cup and the League Cup. However, because we should have won the league in 23 and 24, and we went deep in the Champions League next season, the temptation for Arteta to concentrate on those two tournaments is too great. I mean, if I'm putting my head into Arteta's head, I get it why he would want to do that. Even though I'm pissed off with him for doing it, I get it, because the temptation to win that league, which I still believe the league's the biggest competition you can win. It's bigger than the Champions League, but the Champions League, we haven't won it, and we're seeing clubs who are smaller than us win Champions League. So I get where you guys are coming from, but nah.
Well, look, I've done a poll in the chat, and 65% of people think he won't win a trophy. 35% think that he will win a trophy. So there's still a massive part of the fan base, 66% now, that think that Arteta still won't win a trophy. So I imagine the majority of them expect him to be sacked. Look, I want to do these super chats and then come to a close, because I appreciate people are busy and they've got to shoot off. Owen says at least 90% of Gyökeres goals come from transitions and penalties. Watch Arteta make him drop deep. If Liverpool get Isak or Rodrigo, 95 points minimum. Crikey, I mean, that's going to win anyone in the league, 95. Scott says Arsenal are in the top 4 race next season. I know Lee was talking about that. Or are we? Sejal says, why not buy who? Do you know who that is? Lee. Pablo Torre from Barcelona. He was extras too much in midfield, better than Norgard for sure. By the way, 5 million to Mallorca.
There you go. Market opportunity, guys. And I bet it's on about $5,000 a week.
Market opportunity. I don't know who he is or if he's any good, but there we
go. Should have bought Turkey for 30 mil.
Yep, another market opportunity.
That was. Diju says you lot need to stop saying Berta's cooking and then saying it's a 4 out of 10 window. Makes no sense. We need Rodrigo and Eze on top of what we have to keep. I think everyone.
So it's only a 4 out of 10 because of the way we're actually conducting business. We're getting it done like that. Yeah, it's not the actual amount of it's the amount of players, but not the quality of the players. But he's getting them done like that. Like they're coming in rapid. We ain't pissing around until deadline day. But I agree with him. We do need a lot more.
Yeah, of course we do. Owen says part of the reason we won't buy Rodrigo or other world-class players is we sell horribly. That is facts. Liverpool can sell Diaz, Nunes and Elliott and then throw that on Isak. The strategy like that is something Arsenal lack. That is so true, by the way. We're still trying to beat Oxlade-Chamberlain and back in 2016 or whatever it was for 35 M's. It's ridiculous. And you know what's funny here? In the top 5, Anelka and Overmars are in it.
That's what Berta's here. That's the real reason Berta's here, is to improve on us getting players out. That's the real reason he's not here just to get big names in.
But I think now we're in a good place that if we're going to sell any of the players in our current team, like we're saying, Martinelli, Odegaard, they're all going to be the highest, assets that we've sold. So I think now we've done this whole rotation of all the crap that we got rid of. We still have some crap that we still need to get rid of.
He's not going to do that this summer.
Don't call Martinelli an asset. Stop calling Martinelli an asset.
He is an asset. He is an asset.
He's not. Berta's not going to do that this summer. But Berta's not going to.
Yeah, we're not going to do that this summer. It's going to be the next summer.
Too many of these players are on high wages. I think where else we need to start becoming a bit more smart. Like Chelsea, for example, right? Everybody talks about how much they spent. Lee just pointed out the fact that they made 600 million. We've given them 200 million of that 600 million for the players that we bought off of them. And the fact that we, gave them Mari Hutchinson and then they sold him for 25 million 12 months later. But we'll forget about that. Chelsea's mainly makes their money off of the youth players that come through the academy, or the players that they sign as market opportunities on the cheap and then sell them on for big money. I think Arsenal really need to start utilising these players that we have coming through the academy. And if they're not good enough, sell them on for money. Instead, we're giving them away to Man United for free and we're giving them away to Chelsea for free. Like, what are we doing here? Like that's where we need to start generating money.
Agreed.
And then, of course, players that are in the first team, we need to get that wage structure back down again because it's far too high. It's ridiculous. And then we could start having assets that we can actually sell and make money on. But I mean, 52 million on Madueke. Are we making money off of him?
No, probably not. You're right, Brandon. We're not going to make that money back. So when you look at it now, why spend the money if you're not going to be able to sell him in 3 years' time for 65 or so? Yeah, but we don't know if he hits the ground running and stuff. We might be able to break even. I don't know, right? And we're expecting that players' prices are going to continuously go up every year. But I hear your logic. Like I don't.
We make money on Goycrest. We make money on Goycrest.
Or we can build another armory. That's what we've banged out. Make money.
Let's not.
Let's get make money on Goycrest.
I don't think the plan is to sell him though, right, Kenny? Like we hope that he's going to stay for the next 4 or 5 years, and by then it should be the tail end of his career, and then he'll probably go to a smaller league, right? So, whereas Madueke is very young, so you would want to sell him in 4 or 5 years if you want to make money and hopefully get something back.
Here's one for you then. Realistically, what game time is if we bring in Eze and players like this? What realistically game time is Ethan Nwaneri going to get under this manager? Because he clearly didn't rate him last season.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, so why can't we cash in on Ethan Nwaneri? Why can't we say to Ethan Nwaneri, sorry, you're not having a contract. We're going to sell you for like 40, 50 mil.
They won't do it though, because Arsenal traditionally like to keep the young players. The thing with Ethan Nwaneri, I'm a big fan, but unfortunately, the problem he's got, and is people like me saying, you know what, your mate over there, who's a few months older than you, kicked the door in and made himself an international. It's up to you, mate, because he will get games. Trust me, injuries is an inevitability when it comes to football. Ethan will get chances.
I think
he's going to have to take them. He's going to have to adapt to this manager because he's the man in the possession. If we get another manager who has time to develop players and has time to bring them on and bring out their sort of creative talents, then that could happen. But because he's only 18 and he's going to
get games. There's 4 competitions this season. Obviously,
he'll get games.
We want to go deep in them. We want to win them. So I think he will get game time. I understand if we're bringing in Eze, Rodrigo on top of Madueke, we've got Martinelli that stays, Saka, Ødegaard. I get that people might look at it and go, where's he going to play?
But let him kick the door in like his mate did. His mate kicked the door in. Let him do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think Ethan's good enough as well. So I think that for me, he's better than Madueke. I think he's better than, from what I've seen, I think he's got more potential and certainly playing better than Trossard, Martinelli and Ødegaard. So
that's also why, though, Dan, I don't think we're going to get Rodrigo. I don't think we're going to go for Rodrigo.
No, I don't think so.
I don't either.
Yeah. People are thinking that Madueke is going to be back up to Saka. Let's say that is the case and we're going to give Ethan more of a central role. Well, then we've only got room for one to come in on the left. So that's got to be either Eze or Rodrigo. So we only get one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Madueke plays on the left, and then you've got Martinelli there, for example, and then you've got Ethan and as Saka's backup. And then you bring in an Eze, and you've got Eze as Martin Odegaard's rotation. That's why I think we're not going to get 2 more. We'll only get 1. Because then you will start to affect this kid's playing time. And really and truly, his breakout season last season, what did he score? 10 goals in all competitions.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And
yep.
This is where it's like, DJ, I get what you're saying about selling Ethan to make a profit off of him. And it makes sense from that standpoint. But Arsenal fans would be in uproar if we sold him purely and simply because we would have replaced him with Madueke.
No, I get that, but I just
they won't. They'll say it'll be sorry, DJ.
Concerns is what game time realistically he's going to get under this manager, because you just said he scored them goals last season, and then towards the back end of last season, Odegaard was kicking stinkers left, right, and centre, and he never even gave him a chance. He never got minutes.